मैं आपके लिए ये एक छोटी सी भेंट लेकर आई।
गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल। Friends, in last lecture we were discussing Bumford-Stevens rearrangement, but today we will discuss problem on Bumford-Stevens rearrangement. First of all, let us recall what is Bumford-Stevens rearrangement. Suppose it is tosyl hydrazine. When it is heated with, suppose sodium methoxide, sodium hydride, potassium hydride, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, in presence of ethylene glycol, heat, then you will get in Bumford-Stevens rearrangement, this part will be eliminated and one H will come here. Okay, one hydrogen will come here. Then one double bond will create here. Double bond will also create here, but major will be this. More alkylated alkene is obtained in Bumford-Stevens. So, CH3, CH double bond CH, CH3. Such product will be major, and if double bond will be here, that will be minor. Okay? In the same time, we must recall Shapiro rearrangement. It is Bumford-Stevens, and I am writing here Shapiro. If we take butyl lithium, two equivalent, to recognize Shapiro rearrangement, must see base butyl lithium. If butyl lithium and two equivalent is there, it will be Shapiro rearrangement. This part will be eliminated and one hydrogen will come here and double bond will come here. CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2. It will be major. It is less one alkyl group is attached at ethylenic unit. I mean to say that in Shapiro rearrangement, less alkylated alkene is formed, which is kinetically stable. In Bumford-Stevens rearrangement, more alkylated alkene is formed, which is thermodynamically stable. Okay, friends? Now, we will see some problem on Bumford-Stevens rearrangement. It is the first problem. It is tosyl hydrazine. When it is heated with sodium methoxide in presence of ethylene glycol, three products you get. It is X. Your substrate is X. Three products A, B, C are produced. A is 30%, B is 60%, and C is 10%. Now, we will see its mechanism. Suppose question is like this, that discuss the mechanism or give the mechanism of this reaction. So first of all we write this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is 12-member ring, and it is 3-member ring which is strained. 3-member ring is quite strained. You know Beer's strain theory. It is X. Tosyl hydrazone. You know this part will be eliminated. This part is removed and H will come here. Then double bond will be either here or here. Double bond cannot come here because it is common carbon. It is already 3-member ring, and at common carbon, at bridgehead you can say, actually it is Spiro type of compound, Spiro compound. So double bond cannot come here. So of course double bond will be here. Double bond will be here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is 3-member ring and double bond will be here. Okay. It is A. It is A. It is only 30% because 3-member ring is here, which is strained, already strained, you know. Okay. Now you know in mechanism it is A. You are quite acquainted with A. But we have to discuss its a mechanism. And in mechanism, you are very much clear. In mechanism, in protic solvent. Ethylene glycol is a protic solvent. This hydrazone unit is eliminated and positive charge comes here. In mechanism. So I start with this intermediate. Okay. Here, this hydrogen, this is hydrogen, and this bond will shift in this fashion. Here there is no hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, no hydrogen. Hydrogen is here, so double bond will form with the elimination of this hydrogen. Okay, it is A and it is 30%. Okay. Now it is 30%. Now we again we start with this. Again we start with this for discussion of mechanism of formation of D. Okay. It is the intermediate. Already you are acquainted in the mechanism of Bamford-Stevens rearrangement in protic solvent. It is the intermediate. And here this 3-membered ring is quite strained. So to release the strain, for release the strain, this bond will shift in this fashion and you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. This, and positive charge will be here. Positive charge will be here. Okay. And Now, it is the hydrogen, it will shift in this fashion. It will shift in this fashion to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? Double bond will be here. It is B, which is 60%. It is the mechanism of formation of B. Now from B you can get C. Electrocyclic ring opening. Opening. Electrocyclic ring opening occurs. So this bond will shift in this fashion and this bond will shift in this fashion, giving rise to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This double bond will be here, double bond will be here. It is C, it is only 10%. This ring system, 4-membered ring, is stable and opening is somewhat difficult, so it is only 10%. Okay? Now, we proceed to problem 2, and it is the problem. This is tosyl hydrazone and it is heated with sodium methoxide in the solvent triglyne. It is a protic solvent, triglyne. Like diaglyne, it is triglyne. Okay? Let us discuss its mechanism. Friends, it is the reactant NHTS. In mechanism, you get this. You get this. You get this. Okay? Now, sorry friends, let us correct our problem. Here problem is not this. Problem is this. Okay? NHTS. It is the problem. So, let us rectify it. NHTS. Okay? In mechanism, you have seen that this carbon will become carbene if solvent is aprotic. Okay? Now hydrogen is here, and suppose this sigma bond breaks in this fashion, that is homolytic fission. Then this hydrogen radical H dot will combine with one dot of this carbon. So this hydrogen gets attached with this carbon, and then one dot is here and one dot is here. They will combine together. This carbon and this carbon will combine together to produce this. Hydrogen will come here. Okay? This hydrogen dot will combine this one dot. So this hydrogen gets attached with this carbon, and now this one dot of this carbon and one dot of this carbon will combine, giving rise to this. So it is bicyclobutane and it is a mechanism. In fact, here, actually this reaction is like intramolecular insertion of carbene. It is carbene. It is insertion of carbene here. So you are getting this. This is the mechanism of formation of bicyclobutane. It is the third problem. And we have to discuss its mechanism of formation of this product. First of all, we write this reactant. Okay, this R1, R2. Okay, and this. Here it is R3 and it is R4. N double bond N NH2S. It is tosyl hydrazone. Friends, you know that this part will be eliminated and in mechanism, go through the mechanism of Bamford-Stevens rearrangement in aprotic solvent. Decline is aprotic solvent. So, as intermediate you will get this R1, R2, it is R3 and it is R4. You will get this carbene. It is carbene. Okay? Now, very easy. Consider this bond breaks homolytically. It is intramolecular reaction. Then you will get one dot here, one dot here. This one dot and one dot from here will combine R1, R2, R1, R2. Here it is R3, okay, and R3, and it is R4. One dot from here, one dot from here, or one dot from here will combine together, giving rise to double bond, and still one dot is here. Friends, again understand. If this bond breaks in this fashion, one dot is here, one dot will be here. And here you have two electron, two dots. One dot and one dot will combine together, giving rise to double bond. And now, this and this dot will combine together in this fashion. It is three-membered ring. It is three-membered ring. Okay? Let us see here. At this point, before double bond, in front of double bond, this point, R1, R2, R1, R2, and at two doubly bonded carbon, it is R3, R4, and here also R3, R4. So, it is the mechanism of this reaction. Friends, we discussed more and more on Bamford-Stevens rearrangement, and lecture should not, video should not be long and longer and longest. So I always remember that video should be smaller and smaller and smaller. So I stop my lecture. Hope you will like it. If it is so, must share and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.